Now, additionally, in this chart, we spoke about this before. We spoke about the root first and second inversion arpeggios and how they kind of go off in one direction here. They go off to the left, and we can start with root. We got root 3 5, root 3 5, and then we could go to the Dorian, the second minor arpeggio 2 4 6 2 4 6. So I want you to notice how the second and the third minor arpeggios are exactly the same shape. You see how the green and the purple here have the same shape. They go minor third, a major third, up, and then a little staircase, minor third, major third, up, and a little staircase, and with the relative sixths of the root, minor third, major third, up, and a little staircase there. And same thing with the root shape. You've got a major third, a minor third, 3 to the bar, and then a minor third after the warp. With the 4, we got a major third, a minor third, 3 to the bar, and a minor third after the warp, like that, 6 to root. And with the 5th, we've got the same thing, a major third, a minor third, 3 to the bar, and a minor third up to the 5th of the 5th, which is the second. So that's how that works. And then first inversion is just the same thing. How do these things shape up when we start on in an inversion? So you got root 3 5, then we're going to go 3 5 root. So the shape of the major arpeggio from the first inversion is like a minor third, a major fourth, perfect fourth, major third, and then we got the little staircase here and up this. So they are going to be the same shapes, the minors and the majors, and you'll see your favorite shapes take form. For instance, in second inversion, a lot of things are in second inversion. First inversion could be like a whole class on itself, because that's going to be the basis for some chords that we see when we're making chords. For instance, so we look at root here. Root is here, so that's your G shape right there. Okay, so here's your G shape with the lone wolf 7 leading into your G shape there. So what would the shape of the root be? It would be G shape there, and that kind of thing. So that's how it works out, that the root in first inversion, the root is actually in root position, okay, but that is actually the minor 6th arpeggio. So see how it says minor 6 right there? So that's what's going on. It's actually not the root arpeggio. This is first inversion with the root here. That's why they're in parentheses there. So this is the minor 6 arpeggio. That's not the root arpeggio. My bad there. So, but I made the chart, so it's important that I could explain to you guys what's going on underneath here. Second inversion, we see a lot of our common chords, such as the the D-shaped 4th and the D-shaped 5th. Okay, and then we also have, I suppose, in second inversion we have our D minor shaped Dorian 2nd there. That's D minor, and then of course you'd have the same thing on the E minor 7 3 5. Okay, that's in root talk. That's according to the root. And then up here with the 3 6 root, that's A minor first inversion, the key is C. And then with the with the majors we talked about, the D shape there, and then we have the D minor shape for the minors. Let's look at the 3 4 here relationship. Here we have a major D shaped 3, a major 4th right there. So that's the major 4th in that cage right here. What cage is important, because here's our A cage. All right, and if we're looking at the third here being the D minor here, we're looking for a third D minor, which is right here. So it is in the A cage, because starting with the A shape, A root 5, 5 root 3, It's our A-shaped root chord, second inversion. Remember, this stuff's second inversion. Okay, so in the A cage, we have 5 root 3 right there, and then the D minor, which is in purple, would be our third, so it'd be 7. Okay, by the way, don't worry about these colors. I couldn't get them to match, but it would be the D minor, which is normally in the C cage, it would be purple, but here it is 7, 3, 5 right there, and then we go into a D major shaped fourth, D minor shaped third, right there. D minor shaped third, D major shaped fourth, E shaped fifth. So our fifth is E shaped. So we're looking at 2, 5, 7 right there, and then G minor shaped sixth. So we've got 6 root 3, but that's not what this particular thing is showing. This particular fretboard is just showing the arpeggios. So the 6 minor arpeggio would be, I guess it would be over in the light blue. So the 6th is the light blue, so it'd be 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root right there. What we'd have in the 6 minor is an A minor shape up here. We should be looking at an A minor shape 6 here. Okay, so 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root. Hang on. Okay, the A minor 6 isn't shown in that box because we're starting the arpeggio. So it's just starting from the C box here, 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root. It goes into the E box where it is a, actually it goes into the, right here, the 6th is a D minor shape in the E box, yes. So that's where it starts out. It starts out here. The 6 starts out a little bit in the C box here as an A minor shape, but that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It would be 3, 6 root right there, but the coloration isn't, because we don't want cage bound here. We just want pure arpeggio. So it was an attempt for me to see what string shapes these follow, and they didn't really follow any particular string shapes when we're going up, but you notice that we've got the same thing going on. So it's fun to just play these arpeggios the way they are, you know. So I'll see if I can get that to you right there. If you just wanted a screen save of it, it'd be right there. Now let's look at what's better to look at right is here. What's going on here is this is all P4 tuning. Okay, this is not P4 tuning. Up here is regular fretboard tuning. Okay, so if we didn't have regular fretboard tuning, we wouldn't have things like D shapes up here. Everything would be E shaped. Look at this 2, 5, 7. Okay, up here, if we look at a 2, 5, 7, see how 2, 5, 7 is still E shaped? In P4 tuning, everything's like E shaped. It doesn't change. Okay, so you wouldn't want your guitar to be like that, where everything would be like, you know, it'd be like okay, you wouldn't want that. You actually bring that one down to be like, you know, maintaining the top 2 strings of that E shape as it sinks into no string land. So what I've got here is I've made the string shapes. You know, we have our string shapes, so let's start with the easy, because if we don't start with the easy, we're never going to get to the hard, and it'll be easy. These are the string shapes. The E string shape is 7 root 2, but we're only going to look at the root because we're looking at root 3, 5. Okay, so these are the triad string shapes, and I've made this humongous P4 tuning diagram, and we're going to find it very